Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. I am my, I'm running a little late. My dog just grabbed my meal off the table. I wasn't looking and she just snatched my chicken and I'm mad at her and she's Ginger, me and you gonna have it out. How y'all doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I am Renee Cage Watson. I am the CEO of Empowered by Courage Coaching. And tonight is Powerful and Mindful Living with Coach Renee. And tonight we are talking all about getting over your fears. And as a life coach, as a lifestyle architect, that's what I do. I help women really find their purpose, live in their passion, change their mindset, right? Really shift their mindset about their possibilities, their abilities, what they can do, change their mindset about their role in their life, right? Getting away the blame, getting away of the excuses, and getting really clear about what's important to you and getting in action and holding you accountable. And so tonight we're talking about like getting over your fears and what Ginger, please, getting over your fears and what that will do for you, and how fear really like stays and gets in the way of you really living the life that you want to live, or having you, what I would say, shrinking yourself, right? Not showing up full blown yourself because you're fearful of failing, right? Fearful of judgment, fearful, oh, it's not going to be as well as I want it to be, fearful of all of these different things that are not real. It's like you really are putting these things in your head and it's holding you back. It is your mindset. And when you are clear about how your mindset is blocking you, then you're able to really get in action. When you start to challenge those negative narratives, the negative thoughts, the negative, even if it's your own internal voice or blocking out shit from the outside, what other people are saying, then you're able to just really focus on what's important to you. So the number one thing is just really acknowledging how it's showing up, acknowledging how it is impacting your life, like being real with yourself. Number one, if you really are honest with yourself, you can see in all the areas where you are allowing fear to hold you back, or allowing fear to again make excuses so why you're not doing something. I mean, we were all scared with pandemic and what that means, and it brought some real fear. But some people took this time during the pandemic to get quiet and get really focused on themselves and get really clear about what's important, because as we can see that life is not promised, we don't know what's going to happen, and so we have to determine really what it is you're going to do, right? What are you going to do to put yourself to the next level? How much discipline are you going to put in? How are you going to look at your habits? It's like everything is really around your own will, your own self-discipline, and just staying in action. And even when you fall down or mess up, because that's part of learning, right? And that's part of life. It's not having the attitude, the mindset that you can't learn from it and that you can't move forward. Because oftentimes what we do, we get stuck and we want to have a pity party. Pity parties, there's no action in pity parties and there's no results. So, I mean, like, challenge yourself to look at yourself from 12 months ago, 18 months ago, even 6 months ago. What tangible steps have you made in your life to make changes? Like, we want different results, but we're not willing to do the action steps to get us there, right? We want things. We want to live a certain way, but we're not willing to put in the work. So putting in the work is half the battle. Changing your mindset about your ability to doing it is the biggest battle. And sure, we will, those subconscious beliefs, those things that's like underneath, that often is what's running the place, right? So if you're able to, work through that, number one, like go see a therapist, like get rid of that old shit that's holding you back, the stuff that's keep coming up. Go work with a coach, get a mentor, get some help, circle yourself around people who are going to help you. And not just like yes people, not everybody who's going to have the same point of view, because we don't grow from that either, right? You want to be able to be around people and hear different perspectives and different point of views, because that's how we grow, right? To have someone to challenge you. So again, it's about making your environment rich. And I'm not talking about money rich, I'm talking about the quality. It's just like a plant, right? How the soil, how do you nurture it? You are your own plant. So how you're nurturing yourself, and that goes for who you have around you again, right? What you're putting into your body, right? What are you consuming? That's media wise, that's entertainment wise. How are you, recharging yourself, your self-care? That's all important. How do you give back? How do you stay connected with people that are important to you? Those are all important. And if your mindset is full of excuses, or when waiting, like I'm gonna wait when this happens, or I'm gonna wait when I pay this down, or I'm gonna wait when the kids, or I'm gonna wait when I lose weight, I'm gonna all of this waiting, and there's no action in that. It's just like, get in action, do something. When you do it, then you have something to look back. You have some data, right? You have something to like, okay, I have some feedback. I can get, some feedback. It's okay. It's just like progress over perfection. If you want to get into a new career, get yourself involved in some type of groups, some social on Facebook. They have so many groups, entrepreneur women's groups. Get involved in some other groups. Connect yourself in and network with other people, because the questions that you have, somebody else has probably already done it, may have some information to share to help you, propel you further along. So you don't have to make some of the same mistakes maybe they have made, or go through some of the same pitfalls that they have had to go through. So it's about just getting out there, right? Leaning into your fears, because oftentimes when we don't lean into our fears, it's just like, or something that's on us, or procrastination, it stays in your brain. So it's taking up, mental space there. So then what goes on, if you're not doing it, then there's this shame, or this the guilt, and all of these feelings, right? And so you just flip that, use that energy, and excitement, even if you're fearful of something, use that as excitement and the fuel, right, to get in action, because there's a result at the end of you getting into action, because there's also a result when you don't do anything as well. So you have to determine what results you want, right? Like they said, there's a consequence to everything. There's a consequence to action and inaction, right? There's a consequence to how you talk to yourself, how you believe, what beliefs you have about yourself. All of that has a consequence, because your belief is going to impact what you do. It's going to impact how you feel. So everything starts with your mind. And know that you are the master of your mind. No one can, like, oh, they made me feel, well, you made me do. No, can't nobody make you feel, make you do anything. Nope. It's all on you. So lean into knowing that you determine your future. You determine, You're present. You determine you're right now in the moment. Like you have control over how you feel in the moment. Like when somebody like piss you off or something or whatever, you can reset yourself. You can say, you know what? I control how I feel. So just know that. I mean, that's exciting. I the as I've gotten older, more mature, it's like you have more accountability. You can't blame others for your outcome. You can't blame others for your life. You can't blame no one, not your mama, your daddy, your partner, your boss, your nobody, your neighbor, the dog. I can blame Ginger for eating my plate of food, Ginger. But you can't blame people. So know that the only person to blame, and it's not even about a blame, the only person to look at is yourself. It's the inward look, right? To yourself and ask yourself, who do I want to be? How do I want to respond when this happens? How do I want to walk in this life, right? Where do I want to go? Who are the people I want to see? Who do I want around me? Then get in action. Make a plan. Make a smart plan, a strategic plan. But sometimes it's like switching that mindset, right? Switching your mindset that no one else is to blame, that you are in control of your feelings, you're in control of your emotions, you're in control of what actions you take, and you're in control of what actions you don't take. So I just want to leave this with you. The difference between people who are living their lives and feel like they're living their fullest is all around their mindset, because they get it. They understand that the limitations that they have in their life is the only ones that they put on themselves. They understand that their self-discipline and their self-will and determination is why they're living a life of fulfillment. And it's not about, monetary things. I'm talking about really a tangible richness of your life, feeling fulfilled. And it's your mindset. It's having peace with yourself, peace with your life, peace with what you're doing, and knowing that you're doing your best, right? And knowing that you can always grow, like having a mindset, the growth mindset, right? We have this brain that has the ability to expand, to grow, to stretch. So know that you are the only ones that's putting yourself in a box. So break out of the box. So own your story, own your power, shift your mindset, get rid of the fear, because it's not real. False evidence appearing real. Remember that acronym, because it's very tangible to kind of just false evidence appearing real. So it's playing a trick on you. Okay. So, all right. I will see you next Wednesday. I hope you are out there enjoying this beautiful weather. It is, well, depending on where you are, I think it's summertime everywhere. So hoping you get some good weather. Stay safe. Wear your mask still. I know if you're vaccinated, you don't have to, but and if you're not vaccinated, whatever, put your mask on. I would say stay back, still 6 feet. Be safe out there. And I'll see you next week. Talk to you soon. Bye. And end.